Good evening. My name is Roseanne Kaposha White, and I am honored to serve as the Dean of Enrollment Services here at Orange Coast College. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats for the National Anthem and Pledge of Allegiance. The National Anthem will be performed by Mio Romero and Kira Wilkes of the Orange Coast College Chamber Singers under the direction of Professor Eliza Rubenstein.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, ladies. Next, please welcome Troy Levin, President of the Associated Students of Orange Coast College, to lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Troy. Please be seated, everyone. Good evening. Honorable trustees and platform party guests, esteemed faculty, family, friends, mentors, community members, and most importantly, our graduates. It is my welcome to Orange Coast College's 78th graduation ceremony. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to recognize the extraordinary music that we have heard and enjoyed this evening, both as you arrived and as we open today's program. Please join me in thanking the Orange Coast College Wind Ensemble under the direction of Professor Dana Wheaton, and Mio and Kira of the Orange Coast College Chamber Singers under the direction of Professor Eliza Rubenstein for backstage. Those were beautiful and inspiring performances. To the families, partners, mentors, and friends who have traveled near and far to be here, thank you. You are the foundation beneath every diploma and certificate that we will be conferring today. And to our graduates, you did this. Through every late night, every challenge, and every moment you chose to stay the course, you earned your place in this amphitheater and on this stage. Today is a day to celebrate your hard work, to recognize the challenges and opportunities you have embraced to get here. People often think of commencement as an ending, but the word itself tells a very different story, as commence actually means to begin. This is not a ceremony of endings, it is a ceremony of new beginnings. Graduates, you leave here today not with a chapter closed, but with a new one open before you, filled with possibility, purpose, and the full weight of everything Orange Coast College has prepared you to do. The knowledge you carry, the relationships you have forged, and the person you have become here. These are the tools of that next chapter. From this day forward, you carry something else with you as well, a title that no one can ever take away. You are an Orange Coast College alum. That is not simply a line on a resume, it is a lifelong identity, a community, and a responsibility. Wherever your path leads, whether it's across the street or across the world, you will be ambassadors of this institution, and we could not be more proud to call you our own. Congratulations to the class of 2026. It is now my privilege to introduce our platform party guests, beginning with the Honorable Board of Trustees. First, President of the Board of Trustees for the Coast Community College District, Dr. Elizabeth Dorn Parker. Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Jim Marino, who will be finishing his term this December after 20 years of service. Thank you, Trustee Marino. Clerk of the Board, Fu Nguyen. Trustee Kim Carr. Trustee Mary Hornbuckle, who is recognized for her 21 years of service. Thank you, Trustee Hornbuckle. And next, our Coast Community College District Leadership Team. The Chancellor of the Coast Community College District, Dr. Whitney Yamamura. Vice Chancellor of Educational Services and Technology, Dr. Andrea Sorbonne. Vice Chancellor of Finance and Administrative Services, Marlene Drinkwine. Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, Dr. Diane Fierro. And from our Orange Coast College leadership team, Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Tara Giblin. Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Majid Niramand. Vice President of Administrative Services, Dr. Rich Pagel. Representing the distinguished faculty of Orange Coast College, Dr. Rendell Drew, President of the Academic Senate and Professor of Political Science and American Government. Representing the dedicated classified professionals of Orange Coast, Jeanette Grimm, President of the Classified Senate. Faculty Member of the Year, Instructor of Biology, Dr. Carissa Lavero. From the Orange Coast College Foundation Board of Directors, Shana Jenkins. President of the Associated Students, Troy Levin. And this year's student speaker, Cher Scarlett. Now, please join me in welcoming to the podium the 11th President of Orange Coast College, Dr. Angelica Suarez.
Good afternoon and welcome. I am so excited to welcome you to this very special evening for Orange Coast College and the amazing class of 2026. This is truly one of my favorite days of the year. You all look incredible, the energy is electric, and honestly, this is a moment I want to remember forever. So, if you'll indulge me, there is a tradition I love at commencement. I like to take a photo with the graduating class. So, now I have to ask, is this still a thing? Yeah? All right, very good. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna take a selfie. So everybody get ready. Let's see. All right, everybody. All right. Let me see. Another, okay. We have somebody in the corner. Please move in a little bit. Yes, thank you. All right. Thank you for indulging me. I will be sure to post, so please check your social media platforms. So as I look into the audience and I see your smiling faces, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of pride. And it's not just my own, but I can see the faces of your family. It's reflected, their pride is reflected. Your friends and the loved ones that have supported you every step of the way. You know, commencement is always meaningful, but for me, it is deeply personal. As I look at all of you, I see parts of my own story reflected in yours. Like so many of you, I was a first. I was the first in my family to learn English, the first in my family to attend college, and the first in my family to earn a college degree. Yeah. The truth is, I was not planning to go to college after high school, but with the encouragement of my family and the support of a caring community college, I found my way to East Los Angeles College. Sometime in the 19-something or the other, the year is really not that important, but let's just say it was a while ago. But earning my associate degree changed everything. It opened a path out of poverty and towards a future I never imagined. Today, all of my sisters hold advanced degrees, and what began with one step, one classroom, one counselor, and one community college that believed in me changed the trajectory of my family forever. That's the power of community colleges. And today, each of you carries that power forward. Because your journey does not end here. It's going to evolve. Yes, it is. I hear some laughter. I'm sure something's on the screen, right? So learning will continue throughout your careers, your families, and your communities. And what you have achieved here at Orange Coast College is not just about you. The impact of this moment will ripple outward, shaping families, opening doors, and creating opportunities for generations to come. So when I received my doctoral degree from Loyola University Chicago, my mother, Socorro, gave me the biggest hug and said with so much pride, "Mi hija es una doctora." My daughter is a doctor. Then, as mothers do, she started calling family and friends and proudly sharing the news. Soon enough, I found myself fielding many medical questions. So let's just say something got lost in translation. But to my family, that degree meant everything. It was not just a personal achievement, it was a milestone. And that is exactly what today represents for so many of you and for those who have supported you along the way. Some of you are the first in your family to graduate from college. Some of you are showing your children what perseverance, determination, and possibility look like. Others are paving the way for younger siblings, cousins, and future generations who may one day become OCC pirates. But remember this, you will always be part of the Orange Coast College story. As we celebrate almost 80 years of history, you are now part of more than 1.5 million students who have walked through our doors. What began in 1947 with a class of just over 500 students, and today you carry that tradition forward. From the sharp minds of our award-winning forensics program, and the artistry of our culinary arts program, to the electrifying energy of cheer and dance, and the championship performances of our athletic teams. We continue to make our mark regionally, nationally, and internationally. These achievements are more than just trophies. They reflect the spirit of our students and the unwavering support of our community. Now next, I want to invite the guests who are seated towards the top of the amphitheater. If you attended Orange Coast College, or if you have a family member or a friend who attended Orange Coast College, please stand and be recognized. Graduates, look around you. This is what legacy looks like, and today you become part of that legacy. And to all of those who stood, thank you. You are part of the OCC story and forever part of the Coast family. Please be seated. So every graduating class has a story. And within every class are individuals whose journeys remind us what perseverance truly looks like. Our student speaker today is one of those individuals. Cher's path to Orange Coast College was anything but conventional. But like so many students, life had other plans before bringing her back to the classroom. Returning to college later in life, Cher balanced raising a teenage daughter as a single parent while navigating significant personal challenges along the way. She also chose one of the most rigorous academic paths possible, pursuing a double major in astronomy and physics. And this fall, she will continue her academic journey at the prestigious Wellesley College. Cher's determination and resilience have not gone unnoticed. She was a semifinalist for the highly competitive Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Scholarship, which recognizes exceptional students who have overcome adversity in the pursuit of educational goals. Today, we are proud to hear Cher's story. She reminds us that it is never too late, that there is no one path to success, and that the stars are still worth reaching for, no matter what stands in your way. Please help me welcome Cher Scarlett.
Thank you, Dr. Suarez. Per aspera ad astra, through hardship to the stars. This Latin motto was inspired by an ancient story about the Greek hero Hercules. To atone for his past, Hercules faced 12 labors, nearly impossible tasks, not least of which included defeating a 9-headed monster and a giant magical lion. After his death, Hercules was immortalized in the night sky as a constellation. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. To reach greatness requires overcoming adversity with even greater effort. To graduate, we survived the canvas hack and tamed many powerful beasts, like that deceptively lonely group project. The graduating class of 2026 came from myriad unique journeys. Different as we are, as students, we are bound by the stress of exams and presentations, learning how to write research papers and read textbooks, how to calculate the spaghettification distance to a black hole, anyone? And the relief or horror of final grades. As pirates, we share a common goal: to become better versions of ourselves through education, to climb higher, be it transferring, graduate school, or a better job. As a single mother and a high school dropout, my journey was rocky. When I first arrived at Orange Coast College, I was lost. No, really. I was in parking lot E and I was supposed to be going to Watson Hall to get my student ID. Could I have parked any further away? I had just dropped all of my online classes. I was living in my car, and the basic needs office was helping me find my way. They guided me to domestic violence counseling, to the Pirates Cove so that I could focus on learning how to become a student instead of fighting hunger. Now, only to navigate the half a mile to the other side of campus. Wait, what is that? Giant blue, is that a planetarium? In my youth, I wanted to study the stars. 30 years later, here I was, distracted from the task at hand with that same childlike wonder, this time searching for answers about how to be a part of the cosmos at OCC. A student presenter invited me to the astronomy club and the astronomy house. They told me about cosmology and astrophysics classes. They even got me a job as a presenter, where I learned to teach our community to find constellations like Draco the Dragon, which our hero Hercules crushed like a midterm after many late-night study sessions. I kept showing up, putting one foot in front of the other until I realized I wasn't lost anymore. I was a part of something, a community of astronomers, of pirates, in a special place in Costa Mesa that I am proud to say has been my home for the last 2 years. Many of you have faced your own challenges, but you kept showing up, continued your steps forward, in spite of sleep deprivation and the heavy weight of responsibilities that stretch far beyond the classroom. When I dropped out of high school and built a life without higher education, I told myself diplomas and degrees were just pieces of paper. I now know that they are the symbols of hundreds of moments of frustration, the eurekas, wanting to quit but showing up anyway. As we go our separate ways, leaving the safety of this place we love, reaching for the stars, we do so prepared to tackle the next hardship. As JFK once said, we do these things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Per aspera ad astra. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Cher. On behalf of everyone here today, we appreciate your courage in sharing your story and for reminding us all what it means to reach for the stars. As the Vice President of Instruction, I have the privilege of working with every component of the college community. It's no secret that Orange Coast College is regarded as one of the premier colleges in California and across the country. In fact, I often hear the accolades of OCC's excellence from my counterparts at other institutions. Several groups deserve recognition for contributing to the OCC legacy of success. Dedicated board members, a caring and supportive college community, stellar academic scholars, championship athletic teams. There are many reasons why students choose OCC to be part of their journey, and one of those reasons is our exceptional faculty. Will our esteemed faculty members please stand to be recognized? Thank you for all you do to inspire and uplift our students. Now I'd like to recognize one particular faculty member. This year's Faculty Member of the Year, biology instructor Dr. Carissa Lovero, just earned tenure this year, but you certainly wouldn't know it by the remarkable impact she has made in only a few short years at OCC. From the moment she arrived, Dr. Lovero put her passion for equity, belonging, and student success into action. She helped lead the campus DEIA committee, and as faculty coordinator for the Science Engineering Tutoring Center, has worked to strengthen and expand support services that help STEM students persist and thrive. But what stands out most about Dr. Lovero is that she doesn't just talk about belonging, she creates it. In the classroom, her positive and calm presence creates a safe and supportive environment that inspires students to stay engaged, challenge themselves, and succeed. Her impact is already significant, and it's clear she has a long and promising career ahead, one that will continue shaping students, strengthening our college, and changing lives. It's my pleasure to welcome the 2026 Orange Coast College Faculty Member of the Year, Dr. Carissa Lovero.
Is that Christian? Good evening, everyone. It's truly an honor to be with you here today and to have been selected as Faculty Member of the Year. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a teacher. I was fortunate to grow up seeing the impact that educators can have firsthand. My dad was a community college professor and counselor for over 40 years. Hi, Dad. But pursuing this career also intimidated me because at my core, I'm an introvert. So standing in front of people, whether it's 30 students or a crowd like this, is not something that comes naturally to me. But back in graduate school, I came across a quote from organizational psychologist Adam Grant. It really stayed with me. He said that Being true to your values sometimes requires acting against your personality. Early in my career as a part-time faculty member, I remember thinking about that quote almost every day during my drive to campus while feeling nervous to teach. But with time, my passion to help students grow became stronger than my fears. My point in sharing that isn't to tell you to ignore who you are. It's to remind you not to let who you think you are limit who you can become. Choose your values over your fears. Because many of you are about to step into spaces where you might not feel like you belong. You might not see people who look like you, sound like you, or share your background. There were times where I drove to campus wondering if I was really capable of becoming the teacher I wanted to be. And yet, here I am today. So if you feel that way, let your values be the driving force that pushes you forward. Instead of asking yourself, who am I? Ask yourself, who do I choose to become? And I think becoming that person requires learning how to stay with things that challenge you. We often think of resilience as pushing through something just to get to the end. But I've come to see it a little differently. To me, resilience isn't about just getting to success. It's learning to love the struggle that gets you there. I teach human physiology, and the human body is beautifully complex. Even teaching the same material, I still feel challenged every semester, and I love that. So remember, growth comes from staying in something that continues to challenge you. In my course, I ask my students, when you're exercising, what do you think gives out first? Your muscles or your brain? Most people assume it's the muscle, but it's actually your brain. Your brain creates a strong urge to stop, even though your body still has more to give. There will be moments where your mind tells you to stop before you've reached your limit. Resilience is recognizing that feeling and deciding to keep going anyway. But that doesn't mean you should push through just anything. I once heard a quote that said, "Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion." So my hope for all of you is not that you find something easy, but that you find something worth the struggle. As you leave here today, remember this: being true to your values may not always feel natural. You may have to step outside of who you think you are, but you are not limited by that. You are not defined by what you see around you, and you are capable of more than your mind might sometimes tell you. So choose something worth struggling for. Embrace the challenge and keep going. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Levera, for those powerful and inspiring words. That reminder to choose purpose over fear, to embrace challenge, and to keep going is something I think all of us will carry with us long after tonight. Well, we've had many distinguished alumni over the years. Each year, we honor one of them by inducting them into the Alumni Hall of Fame. To tell us more about our honoree, I'd like to invite to the podium Foundation Board Member Shana Jenkins.
Hi, everyone. The students, faculty, staff, and administration of Orange Coast College and the Orange Coast College Foundation are proud to honor Chief Dan Stefano as an inductee into Orange Coast College Alumni Hall of Fame. Chief Stefano is richly deserving of this honor because of his outstanding leadership, distinguished career in public service, and unwavering commitment to his community. As an alumnus of Orange Coast College, Chief Stefano earned his associate's degree in general education, establishing a strong foundation for his continued studies and professional journey. His time at OCC played a vital role in shaping his academic, athletic, and personal development. With a career spanning more than 3 decades, Chief Stefano has served in every rank within the fire service, from reserve firefighter to fire chief for the city of Costa Mesa, demonstrating exceptional leadership, integrity, and dedication to public safety. He has further distinguished himself through the service as president of the California Fire Chiefs Association, the Orange County Fire Chiefs Association, and the League of California Cities Fire Chiefs Department, and is also among a select group of individuals in California to earn the Certified Fire Chief designation. His commitment to education and mentorship is reflected in his service on the Orange Coast College Foundation Board of Directors, where he continues to support and uplift future generations of students. In recognition of his extraordinary accomplishments and impact, he was also named a recipient of the 2025 California Community College Distinguished Alumni Award, honoring his contributions to his field and the broader community. For his service, leadership, and continued dedication to Orange Coast College, Chief Dan Stefano richly deserves this honor as an inductee to the Orange Coast College Alumni Hall of Fame.
Orange Coast College class of 2026, congratulations. It is truly, truly an honor to be here today with you to celebrate this special moment in time for you, for your families, and for the Orange Coast College family. Such a special day. I want to thank Shana Jenkins and the entire Alumni Hall of Fame team, the foundation, our Orange Coast College Board of Trustees, who've been a big part to supporting what we have here. And of course, the leadership of Orange Coast College, led by our president, Angelica Suarez. It's such a special tribute, and it's been weaved into the amazing speeches that we've heard today. But as you look at the organization and you look at Dr. Suarez's tenure here for the past 7 years, the impact that she has had and the impact that has taken place because of the great instructors that we have here on campus and the great leadership that we have. We are so blessed that we have such incredible instructors here. And I've been fortunate to go on to undergraduate studies and graduate studies, and to this day, some of the best instructors and coaches and mentors that I had were here at Orange Coast College. Let's give it up for the instructors and teachers and faculty. What sits most notable to me, though, with President Suarez is what she comes back to and draws on, and the fact that her early start at East LA Community College, that foundation, that level that she never forgets where she came from, really a theme for me as I hear today, not forgetting where you came from, not forgetting the fact that you're all here today, and we're all here today because of those who came before us. And that's the instructors that helped teach us, that's the families that we have before us, the generations that came before us, because we are here for only by the grace of God, but also because of each and every one that came before us. And so for that, we are so grateful. And President Suarez and the entire team, again, thank you so much. I'd also like to take a brief moment of personal privilege to just say thank you to my family, my beautiful bride, who is my partner in life, is out in the crowd today. She's a first grade teacher here in the Newport Mesa Unified School District. Michelle. And she certainly is a blessing to me and certainly keeps me in check and polishes the corners for me in my life's journey, in our life's journey. We've been blessed by God to have three incredible daughters, Sophia, Sienna, and Cicely, who are this age group that we're in right now, this time that we're in, so incredible. And they teach us something every day about courage, bravery, love, empathy, and kindness. And it's such a blessing to see that as we look forward to the next generations that come. And we're so blessed as a family. We're blessed to have our families who came before us, our parents, our brothers and sisters, our grandparents, our aunts and uncles, our friends that are that sphere of influence on us, that keep us in check, hold us all accountable, those closest to you, the children. And that's such a great tie-in, because as I look out and I'm feeling this energy, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, and I'm hearing it with our graduates. In fact, let's hear it some more. One more time for the graduates. So excited for you. It's an exciting day all the way around. And what's most powerful for me as I'm standing up here looking, it takes me back to my time. As President Suarez said, it's a few decades back, but I sat in these seats right here. I traveled across the campus just as you did. I had different instructors that had great impacts on me. Individuals like Tom Murphine, Dennis Kelly, Rich James, Coach Rich James, which is incredible. Kat Carroll, one of the first instructors that I had here, absolutely incredible. Coaches as well, Bill Workman, Rich James, Barry Waters, people who have impacts. And I think back, I was a product of the Newport Mesa Unified School District, kindergarten through 12th grade, right in this community. I remember every single instructor that I had, every teacher along the way, every coach, and that's the beauty. A lot of times as firefighters, we're lifted up as heroes. And I've got to be honest, the greatest heroes that I see out there are two groups of people to me. The first is our military. Do we have any military in the house? Veterans? Let's give it up. Please stand up if you will. If you've served in the military, currently serve, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you for your service. So we have our military, and these are my heroes. And then it's our teachers and our instructors who have the greatest impact, other than the work that goes on in the walls of our homes, as parents, as grandparents, the teachers and faculty at every level have an impact every day. Such an important and critical piece. And the level of education taking place here at Orange Coast College is phenomenal. So one more time for the other heroes in the house, our teachers and faculty and staff. Now I'll close out with this because you're ready. I think the next phase is to actually get that diploma and move on to the next level. Feel it. But I'll leave you with this, 3 quick points that I'll leave you with as we move, and they'll be quick. But things that have carried me through, 3 perspectives, and it's quite simple. Your past, your present, and your future. And when we talk about the past, it's what's been echoed here today. It's about never forgetting your roots, never forgetting those who came before you, those parents, those paternal and maternal family members, the brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, who helped raise you up from a young age and bring you where you were. And just as President Suarez said, that moment in time for a lot of you being the first in a lot of categories, but not being the last. Don't ever forget your roots and carry that with you and recall where you're at. Secondly, the present. Where you sit today is a special moment in time. Enjoy this moment in time. You've deserved it. You've earned it. This is a special moment in time. And most importantly, in the present, and it's very easy, and I've been at fault at this as well. We're driving, we're going mission focused, we're trying to achieve, we're grinding out. We heard a great speaker today about all the adversity in getting to this end point for your degree, whether that be family, whether it be life challenges, whatever it is. Your head's down and you're going after it. Take a moment in time to enjoy the journey. The journey is what it's about, and that includes being present with those around you. Making time for those around you. It's so incredibly important. And the greatness in life only comes with having enthusiasm for life. Ralph Waldo Emerson, I pulled that out from somewhere. But in any case, enjoy the journey. And lastly, as you look to the future, pull on everything that you have and you can. Move your needle. Take your journey. We all have different journeys to the end zone. We all have different journeys to the last quarter. And that journey, it's not a straight line. It's got twists and turns, weaves, it's got peaks and valleys, but it's the end game, what it's all about. but make it your game. Make it your journey. Move your needle. And so, as was said when we opened up today, it talked about the chapter that finishes today. Such an incredible chapter that's finishing today, and it's finishing with an exclamation point. And I share with you, as you move forward, take it with you as you write your next chapters, and there will be many. As you write those next chapters, and the paragraphs within those chapters, and those sentences within those paragraphs within those chapters, make sure you make every effort to make sure that it's an exclamation point and not a period. Make sure that your life is peppered with exclamation points throughout. Class of 2026 at Orange Coast College, congratulations. We salute you, we honor you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations, Chief Stefano. I now invite to the podium Dr. Majid Niraman, Vice President of Student Services, to tell us about this year's graduating class. Majid.
All right. Thank you, President Suarez. We're going to have to be loud for the next couple of minutes, okay? What an incredible sight. Good evening, everyone. There you go. Dear graduates, if there were moments you doubted yourself, moments you nearly walked away or thought that maybe this journey was not for you, if you almost gave up thinking this was too difficult to accomplish, and if you questioned whether this day would ever come, then look around you. This crowd, this celebration, this moment, you earned every bit of it. We're all here to celebrate what you have done and how well you have done it. So let's hear the loudest cheers that would shake this place up. Cut. Maybe I was not clear. Take two. Let's hear the loudest cheer that would shake this place up. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Every one of our graduating class is special and unique. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about Orange Coast College's 78th graduating class. First, something I find extraordinary about this graduating class is that our youngest graduate today is just 16 years old, already achieving what many dream of. And we also have a graduate who is 81 years old, proving that dreams don't have deadlines. Orange Coast College students come from all over Orange County, across Southern California, throughout the United States, and from around the world. Tonight, we have 189 international students graduating. They represent, yes, they represent 35 countries, making OCC truly a global institution. As a former international student myself at Orange Coast College, it is my honor to congratulate all of you. Thank you. Our first graduating class had just 70 students. This year, we welcome nearly 3,000 students to the ranks of distinguished alumni. All combined, they are receiving over 6,000 degrees and certificates. We have over 300 career paths at Orange Coast College, with many of these certificate and degree fields listed in today's program. Okay, now, I said we're going to be loud for the next couple of minutes. So how many of you are receiving certificates of achievement? All right. How many of you are receiving associate's degrees? You already know that OCC is the top transfer institution in Orange County and ranks in the top 10 in the state. Many of you will use your education at Orange Coast to transfer to a university. So now, how many of you are transferring to a Cal State school like Fullerton and Long Beach? How many of you transferring to a private or out-of-state university? How many are transferring to a UC, like UC Irvine, Berkeley, or UCLA? Yeah, those are the numbers for you, all right? And as Dan Chief Stefano mentioned, there is a group of graduates I would like to also recognize separately. These students, while on campus, have demonstrated leadership, integrity, and commitment in service to their fellow students and our college community. They are wearing a special medallion to commemorate the service to our nation and to our college. May I please ask our graduates who are U.S. military veterans to please stand and be recognized for their service. Thank you. Thank you. It is our honor to acknowledge you and your service. Tonight, I congratulate not only our graduates, but also their families, guardians, and friends. You have helped make today possible. Thank you for making the sacrifices necessary for their success. So graduates, before we call you up on the stage, there is something very important that I want you all to do. I want every one of our graduates to stand up and turn around. That's right, stand up and turn around. All right. If you know where your family and friends are sitting, face that direction. You don't need to do anything just yet. Just turn around. Right now, we need every graduate's help. So in whatever language you speak at home, on the count of 3, I want you to yell, "Thank you," so loudly that they hear you across the street, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Awesome. Thank you, graduates. You may be seated now. Your supporters were such an incredible part of where you are today. And I just leave you with this. Remember, it is now your turn to support others in their journey. Enjoy your evening and congratulations.
Now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the conferring of degrees and certificates. Students, please listen carefully. You will follow your honorary guides by row, exiting the aisles and proceeding onto the stage where we will all see you on the big screen and celebrate you. I ask that everyone please return to their seats after crossing the stage. We will move through this as efficiently as possible because we want to recognize every single one of our graduates. We're going to celebrate everyone's achievements, so please treat everyone from the front of the line to the very end with the same respect. That means returning to your seat after your moment on stage, and do not forget to cheer on your fellow graduates. Once all of our graduates have crossed the stage, Board of Trustee President Dr. Elizabeth Dorn Parker will formally accept the graduating class. This will be followed by a recessional to the reception, where all of our guests can reunite with you, our graduates. Honorary guides, please begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cher Scarlett.
Troy Andrew Levin.
Joseph Lewandowski.
Maxwell Stephen Nelson.
Andrew Delavalier.
Kaylee Zuver.
Saul Alexander Calderon.
Crystal Ann Truelove.
Jonathan Navarro.
Celine Vo.
Pedro Rosas Nahera. John Pardita.
Diana Salgado Guzman.
Declan Cronin.
Tatiana Soliman.
Jacob Michaelitz.
Renee Vo.
Claire Marie Guzav. Johnny Long Pham.
Katie Nguyen.
Nate Gamboa.
Emily Alexis Fialo.
Lance William Carutz.
Caitlin Miranda.
Brandis Gallegos.
Lizette Eleuterio.
Jordan Shade.
Effie Key.
Arancha Mercedes Vallejo.
Jasmine Malaka.
Rodrigo Santos.
Lourdes Benavente.
Eileen Vasquez.
Patricia Mendoza.
Emily Estrada.
Samantha Lewis.
Mibuki Kitakuni.
Grayson Timpton Lisk.
Jay Kashiwagi.
Caden Jacobs.
Sochiro Komokai.
Juan Ramirez.
Tree Nguyen.
Alexis Ruiz.
Nguyen Chi Lee.
Jordan Saraparu.
Maria Rubio.
Anzu Katsuyama.
Carly Chapman.
Yuna Cho.
Jaleo Mahan. Jaleo Mahan.
Riley Keegan.
Federico Pacheco. All right, good to see you.
Riley Rain Barnes.
Mauricio Lopez.
Poonam Pudel.
Victor Ortega Albios.
Chandani Kanduja.
Jing Sun Ing.
Nikhil Bajaj.
Larissa Kowane Oliveira Tanaka.
Danya El Samari.
Sabrina Massen.
Swam Zone.
How do you say the last name? Amutasib. Sarah Amutasib.
Khan Richards.
Koi Train.
Jaden Jenkins.
Elizabeth Luna Sanchez.
Jocelyn Walters.
Samara Berry.
Valentino Quinteros.
Ashma Al-Mansori.
Angeline Nguyen.
Huyen Tran.
Yumi Amano.
Stephanie Lambaran Coral.
Luis Durazo Cubillas.
Tammy Fan.
Michael Alexander Kaiko.
Megan Patrick.
Alina Kaiko.
Diana Renterio.
Cody Ma. Stephen Flores.
C. Hot Lee Lewis.
Haley Evelyn Warren.
Talon Samoski.
Haley May Yeager.
Sude Heel Monster.
Heather Michelle Abney.
Moni Trin.
Kayla Ma.
Zoe Cassins.
Myra Huerta.
Ryan Judas.
Jessica Peralta.
Diana Luna.
Julie Lee.
Shelby Viradania Valdez.
Ashley Tagle.
Aaron Troncoso.
Annabelle Mejia.
Ian Walker.
Cassandra Palma.
Christopher Ikena Obiajulu.
Jacob Gretler.
Alexander Pimentel. Bella Mandelberg.
Isaac Alvarez.
Charlotte Atlas.
Brian Foster.
Gillen. Jamie Gillian.
Kenya Bayo Sanchez.
Sabrina McWhirter.
Dallas Malin Ann Achtenberg.
Marina Ann Sata.
John Ross Jones.
Vania Ruth Ascension Valverde.
Alondra Patino Yanes.
Catherine Henry.
Brooks Ochoa.
Lance Kopp.
Felipe Lopez Jr.
Natalia Concepcion Santa Maria.
Ruby Noemi Juarez.
Mimi Huen.
Jennifer Olea.
Pon Tu Aunt Pang.
Brianna Johnson.
Lene Burton.
Ivana Garcia.
Samuel Elzani.
Harper Turpin.
Christopher Hall.
Noel Chestnut.
Freddie Rossetti. Matea Aramatagi.
Freddie Rossetti.
Dean Daniel McBride.
Yahaira Amarani Montes Arque.
James Pham.
Alec Jeremiah Ramirez.
Jaden Tran.
Jose Wantland.
Christian Suarez de Leon.
Stevie Baldwin.
No use Navigants.
Jessica Soriano.
Danny Kong Lu.
Jackie Martinez Belmont.
Devin G. Yarek.
Yvette Parete.
Gabriel Lewis.
Shanshi Burke.
Charlie Collins.
Brianne Dyer.
Cody Cow.
Daniela Guillen.
Dylan James Kelly.
Paulina E. Diaz Carranza.
Zachary J. Halterline.
Mina Ainache.
Jeremy Charles Gordon.
Michelle Flores.
Oscar Topete.
Alexis Marlene Freyhat.
Maya Vanba.
Destiny Rodriguez.
Capri Trocoli.
Jerry Faye Nerizan.
Merrick Riddle.
Chelsea Pham. Sorry, if I rotate this way.
Piper Crusoe.
Mia Wynn.
Eric Martin.
Dianera Hernandez.
Isabella Ann Gravolich.
Kenda Al Hariri.
Angel Coreno.
Nakhan Alulu.
Gianluca Berger.
Parker Wynn.
Gracie Grishaber.
Diana Bahena.
Fatima Nosor.
Vic Luong.
Caden Parker.
Guillermo Nava.
Paula Armenta.
Luis Paras.
Milana Jameson.
Claribel Contreras.
Jenny Jiang.
Narumi Hanya.
Hara Amude.
Mackenzie Ray Zebarth.
Cara Cardoza.
Ruby O'Donoghue.
Parsa Barshiri.
Lucas McMahon.
Michael Roger Douglas.
Michelle Kramer.
Jordan Flores.
Victor Dixon.
Juliana Cherufko.
Caden William Begg.
Emily Nguyen.
Donna Young.
Alexa Datillo.
Quinlan McCarthy.
Josh Trevino.
Alexander Amador.
Logan Raisvitz.
Amy Lee.
Seth Browser.
Christian Michael Lowe's.
Savan Sky Tuvorn.
Michael Anthony Patron.
Margaret Bridget Ty.
Nitsu Tadisi.
Madison Page Gardner.
Joey Salome.
David Rakontansky.
Nicole Avila.
Kira Yukihara Guerrero.
Yana Lennon.
Sloan Hall.
Bella Louise Donovan.
Gabriella Ford.
Nevart Natsef Wisa.
Tui Ho.
Denise Fernandez.
Isabella Angelina Espacio Benitez.
Giselle Monet Coleman. Okay.
Joe Ramirez.
You can wave. Okay. Raquel Marie Rocha.
Andy Fan.
Lupita Castaneda.
Sakuraku Ryu.
Jessica Castaneda.
Daniela Flores Chacon.
Leanne Hall.
T. Mai.
Amanda Michelle Ray.
Roman Bauer.
Shara May Cabena.
Doc Paskowitz.
Ryan Millhouse.
Nguyen Tien Bui.
Leon Win Chong.
Mary Mara Collins Dove.
Candace Meisenhelder.
Karina Eliana Matthews.
Owan Lai.
Amber Oceanero. Vanessa Martina Van Fleet.
Tree Pham.
Anaya Marie Kim Jones.
Raina Lee.
Amber Nguyen.
Isha Burhan.
I Suzuki.
Okay. Emma Oshelski.
Ariana Michelle Granalos.
Sebastian Orozco.
Jennifer Denise Blancas.
Taylor Garner.
Shepard Andre. Leah Robertson.
Jose Edenilson Casaredes.
Aaron Malia Hines.
Dong Tran.
Ivan E. Palamo.
Kevin Rivas.
Felicity Devitt.
Juliana Rojas.
Andy Garcia.
Soichiro Ikeda.
Ashley Diaz.
Taylor Lopez.
Alexis Emilia Amaro.
Trong Nguyen.
Wendo Gatmaitan.
Kan Lu.
Savannah Luna.
Hugh Nguyen.
Natalie A. Barrera.
Na Min Fun.
Stephen Magdaleno.
Alyssa Medrano.
Isaiah Lee. Yeah. Cameron Kelly.
Ruby Hernandez.
Kenya Olivia Garcia.
Nui Zin Wen.
Myra Nguyen. Jenny Rodriguez.
Lin Tat Tro Tu.
Abraham Baron.
Sarah Tran.
Ivan Searson.
Pearson House.
Tristan Chung.
Luke Brentley.
Matthew Gutierrez.
Allison Sotelo.
AJ Skelton. Jordan Sandstrom.
AJ Skelton.
Jordan Sandstrom.
Linda Hansen.
Hannah Ueno.
Francisco Diaz.
Kristen Jesus Aparicio Vera.
Nene Yoneyama.
Kristen Jesus Aparicio Vera.
Milagros Gonzalez.
Sean Castaneda.
Jacqueline Romero.
Rebecca Abigail Valle Zacarias.
Rihanna Alanis.
John Palmer Riss.
Ivy Young.
John Palmer Riss.
Tao Tran.
Miguel Mian Cardoza.
Eduardo Casillas.
Piomi Yuen Vu.
Eduardo Casillas.
Alex Ramirez. Han Le.
Arvin Sharif Zadeh.
Thari Guevara.
Khalid Ibrahim Kil.
Brittany Areola.
Walid Ibrahim Kil.
Dominic Diago.
Thomas Wagenseller.
Fidel Abdinafia.
Brett Maroki.
Jay Lewis.
Axel Rodriguez.
Just Ella Stitt. Rosalie Farbella.
Rosalie Farbello.
Ella Stipp.
Kevin Valadez.
Janie Duvall.
Kevin Valadez.
Yori Miyamoto. Deborah. Jackson Deborah.
Jackson Deborah.
Iori Miyamoto.
Andrew Lee.
Bowie Keith.
Andrew Lee.
Juliana Alexis Rocio.
Jeremy Soto.
Juliana Alexis Rocio.
Michael Jagiello.
Tristan Rovazzini.
Michael Jagiello.
Daniela Dancy.
Chase Valdivia.
Hannah Lund.
Kosei Noguchi.
Tiffany Tu Josiah Bravenet.
Tiffany Tu Kav Nguyen.
Josiah Bravenick.
Jess Nguyen. Kai Sharkey.
Sadie Bierman Bustillos.
All right.
Justin Balford.
Hiro Sharkey.
Justin Baldridge.
Mia Guzman.
Weston Swadling.
Eduardo Medina.
Mia Guzman Alvarez.
Eduardo Medina.
Luis Angel Dalal Mutanis Aluna.
Luis Angel Conejo.
Dalal Mutanis Alunan.
Crystal Becerra.
Harmony Dejanay Donegan Davidson.
Crystal Becerra.
Deja Jones.
Emily Melendez.
Hannah Eger.
Cooper Clements.
Liana Gonzalez.
Liana Ramirez.
Juliana Gonzalez.
Joanna Diaz.
Okay. Switch after this. Gloria Esmeralda Huizo.
Joanna Diaz.
Zach Ramos.
Samantha Ornelas.
Ana Maria Santana.
Nozomi Dane.
Ben Foley Swanson.
Yesenia, excuse me, my voice. Yesenia Orellana.
Courtney Elizabeth Richmond.
Shelby Andrade Rush.
Faris Bano Abid.
Alyssa Graves.
Taylor Wollenberg.
Kyland Herman.
Ivan Gutierrez.
Viviana Porras.
John Lorenzo Simone Conway.
Caitlin Hertzler.
Matthew Allen Davis.
Francisco Mohardin.
Connor Berryman.
Savannah Strozier.
Is it Diana? Diane Roman.
Gianni Mosto.
Clarice Ramos. Rebecca. Sorry?
Go for it.
Go ahead. Rebecca Sanchez.
Melody Hazim Samuel Felfel.
Faith Cusino.
Jesse Lujan.
Is it G? G Yang.
Diana Roque Garcia.
Jeanette Ordaz.
Eddie Vasquez.
Justine Acuna.
Hadil Matar.
Tu T An Ding.
Serene Matar.
Tin Vo.
Donovan Needham.
Mackenzie Gonzalez.
Quan Nguyen.
Danielle Alvarez.
Enrique Peralta.
Audrey Lawrence.
Giancarlo Morales.
Christine Davis Steele.
Kat Ortiz.
Amber Payan.
Emma Temples.
Nelda Non Nguyen.
Tam Nguyen.
Nearly Riviera.
Cindy Tram Nguyen.
Lance Aaron Alcantara Fuentes.
Kaylee Solis.
Yahi Nguyen.
Heidi De La Rosa.
Menina Devon Ketzif.
Giselle Salazar Marquez.
Jerome Roper.
Mandy Nguyen.
Min Chao Duan.
Kanako Vung.
Teresa Nguyen.
Shamaya Parker.
Ayana Simon.
Kyohei Shimada.
Omar Santos.
Kota Oda.
Rihanna Westfall.
Emily Taylor Sharp.
Carlos A. Carrizal Perez.
Colin Bryce Heinrich.
Gabriel Ulrich.
Francesca McVary.
Joshua Riley Adams.
Ikra Siddiqui.
Marley Hajeb.
Amelia Porter. I heard something.
Vivian Pham.
Nancy Castro.
Nu Dow.
Nicholas Ramirez.
Gabrielle Gerard Ackman Cuellar.
Alondra Acosta Garcia.
Daniel Salvador Gallegos.
Gabriel Gutierrez.
Henry Slater.
Bruce Panachon.
Michael Anthony Ray Beekman II.
Andrea Arechiga Cano.
Julian Alexander Rosenberg.
Edgar Martinez.
Niklos Banyara.
Natalia Añano.
Maritza Salinas.
Claudia Diaz Gutierrez.
Athena Bunotai.
Miyatsu Yadiso.
Michaela Eloise Garcia.
Michael Hobbs.
Jamie Magana Castillo.
Katya Duperu.
Isabel Charco.
Savannah Erickson.
Sarai Adame.
Ana Elisa Flores.
Canal? Joanna Canal.
Jason Diego de la Cruz Rodriguez.
Juliana Tran.
Hamida Avi.
Zachariah Jamal Chaco.
Ashley Nasari Sagastume Galdemes.
Sergio Garcia.
Alicia Mendez.
Timothy Fast.
Isaac Newsom.
Caleb Wright.
Jamie An Pham.
Jonathan Nolasco.
Caitlin Wen.
Leah Danielle Galvan Roca.
Samuel Mers.
Mia Grace Mandul.
Dylan Herrera.
Jasmine Morelos.
Kyle Busby.
Sydney Nguyen.
Jason Gauna.
Monet Alicia Lace.
a little tractor. Okay.
Want to go? Maria Paz Ochoa Escobar.
Lindsay Figueroa.
Atolai Dogonai.
Natalia Quesada.
Nathan King Wo Lam.
Khalees Gibson.
Seth Vidian.
Gabriel Alessandro Cruz Roque.
Oh, that's okay. Oh. Tanner Vidian.
Matthew Baha.
Tom Lei Dang.
Conrad Thorhug.
William Warner.
RP Garadagian.
Curtis Coots.
Garo Garabedian.
Annalisa Berry.
Grace Pirin.
Hannah Glavnik.
Lynette Nguyen.
Austin Tyler Birchtold Miller.
Lalia Jolie Hall.
Rudy Haney.
Nikki Tiffany Ashkari.
Daniel Kunin.
Maritza Gonzalez.
John Carey.
Victoria Lakey.
Carmen Flores.
Sophia Alcala.
Alex Hammock.
Brooke Aaron Cooper.
David Evans.
Ariel Brasida.
Esther Bristol.
Darren Baumgardner.
Iona Ryu.
Bradley Nutter.
Jordan Morrison.
Eduardo Hesseque.
Otis McAdams.
Casey Marchbank.
This man loves you. Sawyer McCormick.
Aaron Cardner.
Cade Zeilinger.
Michael Mesa.
Dylan Kai Morris.
Christopher Azeltine.
Eliza Chang.
Danae Johnson.
Kimberly Angeles.
True L. Hendrickson.
Charlie Sabovich.
Dolores Fernando Vergara.
Chantel Sanchez.
Tan V. Wen.
It's Raf.
Asa Ketterer.
Raf Yibrana Filiana.
Olivia Martinelli.
Yasmin Trujillo.
Rene Aguilar Vargas.
Anthony Falcone.
Allison Destiny Morales.
Michael Angel Cervantes.
Kaho Koyama.
Cowie Aureliano.
Jade Cato.
Vincent Harness. Andrew Hong Min Lee.
Dominic Du Nguyen.
Corey Scoggins.
Ana Margarita Tinoco.
Nigel Flum.
Gracie Gregory.
Raul Hernandez Barraza. Miguel Soria.
Kirsten Twitchell.
Kevin Garcia.
Aaliyah Angelina Zavala.
Tyler Wilson.
Eric Acosta.
Madison Fitch.
Mina Murata.
Talia Russell Lee. Isabella Marguerite Marie Thomas. Isabel Pena.
Sakura Nagao.
Giselle Andrea Castrillon.
Maya Abu Salem.
Kimberly Tiempos.
Emma Willis.
Hayden Joseph Glenn Lobb. Nelly Perez Morales.
Tatum Aaron Rogers.
Julia Gruber.
Hayden Clark.
Dennis Easy Aldana.
Yasmin Harjo Di Cromo.
Dennis Easy Saldana.
Kayla Dunn.
Damon Miat.
Rosemary Garcia.
Tun Wira.
Adina Marks.
Nay U.
Vanessa Nota. Randy Green.
Su Mo Nai P.
Marcus Tully. Sue Sandi Win.
Marcus Tully.
Su San Di Luen.
Ipanema Mia Ordonez.
Win Pa Pa.
Claudia Alejandra Rico.
Yumi Altansu.
Diego Jimenez.
Soon Didi Cha.
Kareem Jaruli,
Vanessa Morales.
Michelle Kin.
Vanessa Morales,
Ibanez.
Brianna Georgeson.
Andrea Ibanez,
Ramos.
Aria Kuyawa.
Samantha Ramos,
Alex Licona.
Brenda Becerra,
Francisco Arellano Jr.
Emma Lennon,
Margot Nagatoshi. Myra Pineda.
Margot Nagatoshi.
Myra Pineda Cervantes,
Noelle Zuniga.
Riley Isabel McCarthy Slocum.
Nahele Zuniga,
McCool.
Sadie Brown.
Brenda McCool,
Vanessa Reyes. Angeli
Vanessa Reyes.
Angeli Vides Martinez,
Nan Kai Minyat Sim.
Tyandra Rogers.
Emma J. Commissar.
Nan Kai Miet Sun,
Emma J. Commissar.
Pion. Hello, David Franco.
E. Pion,
Joel David Franco.
Melody Cassandra.
Denise Torres,
Melody Cassandra Capella.
Jose Luis Enriquez,
Julian Frechette.
Sam Torres.
Brendan Morris,
Sam Torres.
Parker Blake,
Fouts.
Daniel Carrillo Toscano.
Christian Toscano.
Heather Fouts,
Chloe Sampson.
Kristen Toscano.
Noel DeFerro.
Chloe Sampson,
Jade Desire.
Naul Dufera.
Jade Desire de los Santos,
Samora Tulipano.
Yesenia Rodriguez Yanes.
Kimora Tuipala,
Colina Janji.
Isabel Ortiz.
Victoria Ruiz,
AJ Quintana.
AJ Quintana,
Daniela Sanchez.
Daniela Sanchez,
Isabel Ortiz.
Jane Bracken.
Oh, you reloaded? Mia Bracken.
All right.
Yandulin Urisige Delgado.
Mia Bracken,
Serrato.
Min Tan Do.
Joseph Serrato,
Genesis Michelle Mascarino.
Vivian Nguyen.
Genesis Michelle Mascareno,
Jose Castillo.
Jose Castillo,
Josias Rodriguez.
Josias Rodriguez,
Ali McIver.
Carly Sickles. Duck Nguyen.
Duck Nguyen,
Carly Sickles.
Scatalia. Scatalia.
Joseph Scatalia,
Danica Robertson.
Gruden. Justin Oliver Bouchon.
Ethan Gruden.
Justin Oliver Bouchan.
Haley Conte.
Angelina Diaz.
Sabrina Lynn Harrison.
Edward Serrano.
Leila Ortua.
Ivy Sadari Zaida.
Antonio Pedraza.
Hunter London Snyder.
Min Duke Win.
Ang Toon U.
Aurora Garcia.
Finn Childs.
Kristen McGee.
Mariana Nicolino Kara.
And Tai Lin Wen.
Mariana Nicolina Kera.
Ireland Christie.
Adriana Lucrecia Kera.
Aubrey Ross.
Joanna Jackson. Kelsey Kennedy.
Joanna Jackson.
Kelsey Kennedy.
Ngazi Chukwu Ijamaru.
Ngazi Nchuku Ijamadu.
Valeria Romero Diaz.
Hugo Sanchez Garcia.
Jalen Donaldson.
Hugo Sanchez Garcia.
Justin Lamb.
Salsaville Alani.
Justin Lamb.
Kurt Rodebush.
Sam Hatch.
Darian Stenson.
Chanju Park.
Sarah Gorung.
Uni Pak.
Amy Ramirez.
Catherine Wan.
Lorena Guadarrama.
Sarah McCarthy.
Anna Quinn.
Ian Tsai.
Teely.
Anna Nguyen.
Helena Papazier.
T. Lee.
Jocelyn Reed.
Helena Papazian.
Jocelyn Ruiz.
Stephen Reyna.
Po Palel Tawil.
Ketia Che.
Stephen Rena.
Kitia Chea.
Janet Sarah Eva. Steve Vite Molina.
Janet Saravi Olivera, sorry. Olivera.
Steve Vite Molina.
Mohammed Herbi. Celia Herrera Stevens.
Muhammad Alabherbi.
Celia.
Caleb Sanchez.
Celia Herrera Stevens.
Divina McKay.
Caleb Sanchez.
Ryan Ishii.
Ryan Ishii.
Kaito Mikita.
Kaito Magita.
Davina Michaela Ruiz.
Jacqueline Moltini.
Shunosuke Ito.
Jacqueline Motini.
Isabel Vivanco.
Min Dat Do.
Isabel Vivanco.
Caroline Marie Rendon. Gia No. Okay, Gia right here.
Caroline Marie Rendon.
Gia No.
Yvette Sanchez.
Yvette Sanchez.
Angie Tran.
Dagmar Sofia Hernandez Collin.
Angie Tran.
Min Hain Kang.
Cynthia Elizabeth Pedraza.
Min Hen Chong.
Jasmine Safe.
Te A Zan.
Tu An Vu Nguyen.
Alejandra Romero Alvarez.
Cassandra Sotelo.
Chloe Rose Hubner.
Georgia Alessia De La Paz.
Min Wei So.
Kelly Bogile James Letuge.
Piu Sin Tat.
Natasha Powers.
Roy Miguel Marrero.
Alex Christian Dean Ramirez.
James Chachas.
Rafaela Dos Santos Martins.
Nui Nguyen.
Reina Chaw.
Hui Pham.
Valindo Ophelia Quintana.
Vin Pham.
Ariana Andrea Cabajal.
Maral Shiki.
It's a little sharp there. Yeah, we'll call your name. Okay. Vanessa Ray Gonzalez.
Avin Anvari.
Brandy Saavedra Osorio.
Joshua Mozoguchi.
Leila Leon.
Serena Min Nguyen.
Nikki Jaramillo.
Ruby Nak Nguyen.
Jenna Egan.
Viet Kai Linlei.
Mari Alejandra Perez.
Catherine Fong.
Jean Auric Ishimwe.
Kelly Bui.
And Lauren Nichols.
Kyle Tran.
Alexandra Ramos.
Nuf Salim Ariani.
Natalie Alejandro Ramos.
Jean Ha.
Glenzie Azanon.
Alicia Monghe.
Nan Tai Tao Do.
Lizette Mendoza.
Sorry, this is some traffic. Okay. Kevin Pham Duan.
Lizette Mendoza.
Andrea.
Viet Fung.
Andrea Hernandez.
Alejandra Magdaleno.
Win Lei.
Alejandra Magdaleno.
Fernando Carson Urbano.
Sayani Moreno.
Yusef Hana.
Simon Long.
Justina Yasser Sedek.
Ezgi Tuju.
Ezgi Tuju.
Maria Same Shinura.
Eve Jasmine Vasquez.
Eve Jasmine Vasquez.
Emily Shakri.
Okay. Pronounce your name. Marley Betros.
Tannery Nisana Vitana.
Emmy George Farag. Riley Cusimano.
That's the last one. Okay, and finally, John Pham.
That's good.
We are only about 5 minutes from the finish. I would like to invite Board President Dr. Elizabeth Dorn Parker to the podium. And graduates, please stand. I'm having way too much. I know I saw you. Board President Parker, members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Yamamura, on behalf of the faculty, classified professionals, and administration, I present to you Orange Coast College's 78th graduating class.
On behalf of the Coast Community College District Board of Trustees, I accept the class of 2026 and authorize the receipt of your earned degrees and certificates. May you continue your pursuit of personal achievements and strengthen your commitment to our society. Graduates, are you ready? Okay. You have to be louder than with Dr. Miramon. Are you ready? You now proceed with the time-honored tradition of turning your tassel from the right side to the left. Okay, everybody got that? And now, congratulations to all of the graduates of 2026.
Graduates, you may now be seated. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you. We are so proud of you, and we wish you the very best. Thank you all for coming to our commencement celebration and for your continued support of Orange Coast College. For instructions on our recessional, please welcome back to the podium Dean Kaposha White. Roseanne?
Okay. I know we're all ready to go, but before we go our separate ways, I want to acknowledge a really important group of people who made today happen, and that is our commencement planning team, our honorary guides, and all of the amazing staff who have contributed to the planning and success of today's ceremony. This event would not be possible without their countless hours. And can we just get a quick round of applause for the amazing work of that team? So our time together is coming to an end. I invite everyone to meet up with your graduate and your favorite faculty and staff in the reception area. that's just outside the main entrance of the amphitheater. You'll find a map on the back of your program to help guide you there. The reception is graciously hosted with the support of the associated students and highlights our amazing catering, food services, and culinary arts programs. As we begin the recessional, I kindly ask that all guests remain seated until the platform party, the faculty and the honorary guides, and most importantly, our graduates have exited the amphitheater. Graduates, please remain seated until you are directed by your honorary guides to exit. Thank you all for being here with us for this very special evening. The recessional will now begin.